Hey guys, and welcome back. This video is an update or a follow-up on my Sapodilla and no fruit for the past 2 years, and whether it was an overwatering issue. And I think it was. So I believe it was an overwatering issue. So the last time that I posted a video asking whether it was an overwatering issue, that was about a month and a half ago, and ever since then I have not watered this tree one bit, not even one sip. So over here, these are my tomatoes, so I water them once a week, or maybe a little bit more than once a week. And then to the behind it is actually my vegetable bed, but I haven't had time to do anything, but I water that once a week as well. So this guy, I believe it was a case of being overwatered. So one tell sign right here, just look at this new growth. Let's look at how big and lush the leaves are. Just look at that, beautiful, right? And these guys here, these guys are the new growth here. Let's compare the leaf size here to something that was maybe last season. Just look at that. You can compare the two, and here, let me just pick one off. So this is the size of a leaf that just came out within the past month and a half, and next to something that was the last flush last season. Just look at that. The leaf is about 2 to 3 times bigger, and just look at the entire tree. It's all new growth, everything big, all the leaves are big. So this amazed me, really. Just look at how healthy it is. So I think it was an overwatering issue that was stopping it from taking in nutrient, and it couldn't breathe. The root couldn't breathe. And the thing is that, as with this leaf here was from the last growth, and as you can see that it is yellow. Yellow meaning that there are not enough chlorophylls in the leaves, so that the color is yellow. And the chlorophylls are what converts sunlight into food for the tree. So not enough food for the tree. I think that was the main reason why it couldn't produce fruit, couldn't set fruit and hold on to it. And guess what? So right now it is July, right? It is the beginning of summer, like July, maybe I don't know, 6, 7 maybe. And look at this. I have flowers. I have buds. Look at that. Usually this guy doesn't bud for me until October, or September, October, November. So when after fall going into winter. But this guy budded everywhere, a lot, like a whole lot, like everywhere. And this guy bud for me I think maybe a month and a half ago, maybe in May, when these the new flush came out. The buds came out with it. At first I thought they were just new growth, new branches, but as they become more mature, I can tell that these are buds. Look at those buds. And right now it's July. So I have read articles that this tree can produce fruit year round. So maybe this, maybe it actually can flower for you twice a year, maybe one in the spring and one in the fall, so that it can fruit year round. But overall, just look at how healthy it looks. Amazing. Look at it. Just look how big this leaf is. Yeah, let's pick this one off and maybe compare to some of the other. Look at that. Huge. Huge. So healthy. So I haven't watered this for 1 month, 1.5. Let's take a look at the ground. Let's dig this up and see whether if it's still wet under the mulch. Here, let's do it right here. Let's see. So it is dry, the mulch. Okay, so it's a little bit wet now. Okay, so let me dig this up. All right, look at this. So this is a month and a half of not watering, and this is like at the top level right after the mulch, and it is moist. It is moist. So definitely this guy is was overwater. So let me dig a little bit further down, see if it's more wet. Okay, so that feels wet. So this guy is still wet, so I might not have to water this guy for maybe another month or two even. But the reason I'm doing this video now is because this guy needs to be fertilized, because all of my trees are getting its second dose of fertilizer here for the summer. So I'm doing this video before I give it some water after I fertilize it. But the reason why I wanted to wait was because as you can see, these guys are the new leaves that just came out within the month and a half, and I wanted to wait until this guy turns completely green to show you guys, to compare that, how green the new leaves are compared to something like this, something like this that was last season, the last flush of last season, where the leaves are tiny, small, and yellow, compared to how big the new leaves are. Just look at that. Maybe 4 times bigger. So yeah, so I think this was a case of being over water. Look at that, beautiful. So I hope that this guy can bloom for me within maybe a month or so, and then I will try a couple of methods. One viewer suggests that I do a hand pollination with a brush. So I'll try that with these buds right here. Yeah, so I'll try it with these guys. So these guys looks the most mature right here. So hopefully this guy can flower for me within the next month or so, and then I will try to use the the brush to pollinate it. But just look at it, so lush, and a lot of buds. Look at this. This is the most buds I have seen, in the 4 years that it has been here in the ground for me here. Just look at that, everywhere. So hopefully this guy can, I can set fruit this year with this guy. All right, guys, that's it. Just want to show you guys, update you guys on whether I think that this was a case of overwatering or not, and I think it was. Just look at the new growth. Just look how big the leaves are. Just look how lush they are. Just beautiful. All right, guys, that's it. So if you like the content, please give me a thumbs up, and if you would like to stay up to date with me and my trees, subscribe to the channel. Thank you and have a good day.